It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chiefs coming up next.
A month or two from now, the chilly hand of winter will certainly seize upon the Midwest. But for now, it's a great afternoon for football at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, right back to Carter.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 114 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out.
Touchdown! That's caught. Elijah Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Barons are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Carter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bolton gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 5. On the counter, Carter. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Three yards remain for second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? To throw again on second down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Slant to Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open is Powell. That's complete. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. But it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him. And now we're was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman.
Let's go. Do it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jay Sternberger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give, Carter running right. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Watch 54, watch 54. Check right.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes.
His throw incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Powell.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
15.
They'll set up to throw.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And apparently halftime couldn't come soon enough, as this is an 18-point game at the break. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Cowboys. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
They'll run on first down. It's Carter, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Barons have taken the lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5.
We play to win. Let's go!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On first down, it's Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. L.J. Collier. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They bring their punter out there now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Butker's kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards to pick up there. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down. Carter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down on the yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Taken in here by Powell. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes now on first down. Making the catch is Sternberger. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Underneath into the hands of Sternberger. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Underneath into the hands of Sternberger, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th-quarter lead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Another important 4th-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And fights him off.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. 77 yards on the ground for him so far.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground. Carter
gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Slant to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Throwing now is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 17-13. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes will throw. Gets this to Moore.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
I'm coming after you. Let's 57's mine.
Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes.
Flushed out right.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mahomes. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here's Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen stats. Wow.
Now Mahomes. It's complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.